You were on this one podcast, Check the Rhyme, right? And you were saying that Joe had called you whack and everything. And the funny thing is that you guys used to help write his rhymes. So can you go over the process of what that really looked like? Like, were you writing entire songs?
Well, let's get more gigs than anybody. You know what I'm saying? When they used to be in 23 Park and shit and doing stuff and and writing and shit like that. I came after the fact. I wasn't there through the whole beginning of the shit and everything because he used to do a lot of shit with DITC, with the Digging in the Crates crew and all that. But I know that more of the writing and all of that shit and everything with Joe was more like with Giz and shit like that being involved. Then Giz, that's another man. Giz is like wow, that was like probably the biggest loss that we've ever had in our whole entire everything that's ever happened with us growing up or anything like that. But yeah, Giz is more of the like I said, that Giz was a dope ass was a rap artist too, and Joe actually helped him to get him a deal and shit like that. And I don't know what happened, that shit fell through or whatever it was. But yeah, Giz was more the one that used to help him with the writing and all that.
Oh, so like this is like pre Flojo.
Yeah, I'm talking. This is back, man. This is back, like back. This is the drug dealer days. Like everybody was selling crack.
So what was it like when you started to see him have success with like Flojo and the album Represent and everything? Like,
well, I was only there like in the first part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like with the Flojo and all that. But it was a lot of fun, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we going out to all of these clubs with hhim. I remember we used to all rock mad deep inside of this MPV he used to have, an old school MPV. And then we used to run up on all the fucking all the dudes selling the fucking tapes and everything. We used to run up on fuck everybody up in the boulevard and just take all the tapes and dude, we had a lot of fun. So we can't.
So you were a part of beating up the people that were bootlegging.
Yeah. We used to go bootleg hunting. Yeah, we used to go hunting for bootleggers. We used to literally send a girl or send somebody just to go buy a tape. And as soon as they buy the tape, they'd be like this, it was over. It was over. People just getting ran over. Yeah, it was just crazy, man. But yeah, I mean, we used to have a lot of fun, man. He opened a whole different door for everybody. Like as in with what we would do, because we would just hang out and shit like that in the block or go to parties and cause fucking crazy shit to happen and all of that. But he was the one that we used to go to the clubs with him all the time and meet all these different rappers and all that shit, and we just have mad fun.
So were you there when he started winning the Apollo and everything? Started going to the Apollo to perform?
Yeah, we was the ones that was in the crowd and shit. All of us used to go. We used to buy tickets like crazy. You could just give out tickets to niggas. Yo, just show up. And we used to go out there crazy deep and show up for him all the time. We used to always show up for him and shit like that and do our thing and blow, just be in the crowd. And when they start doing the judging shit, we just go ape shit.
Did you? So you were not there during the recording process or anything, right? Of the album, of the Represent album?
No.
Okay. But you know how, like, cause they always talk about like the rumors of people ghostwriting for him and all that. So were you not aware of Pun writing for him?
I was aware of Pun writing for him, Armageddon writing for him. Aware of just other people helping, like Cuban helping. Says
they were like giving him lines or like full on verses.
From what I'm aware of, Pun used to give him full on verses.
Wow. So like, did you see like him hand it over, or Pun just told you like?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
I just know of the whole thing with Sace and Cuban and everybody that was there when it was happening, was going on. Even Pun even said it.
That's crazy, man. But Joe did some of his own writing, right? He had to do
a lot of his own writing.
Okay.
Nobody didn't write Flojo for him, and that was a huge hit. And then as he went on, there was a lot of other stuff that he wrote, that he did himself. But you can always tell the transition of artists when people write for you and they don't.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You can tell. The flow changes and then your flow starts sounding like this person over here.
Right.
But let me be real though. There's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with somebody else writing your shit. If that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? And it's look, and it ain't to defend nobody or nothing like that. If the person is writing for you and is not trying to get his kudos for it or his points for it or recognition for it or nothing, then who is that on? It's on the person that do it. You feel what I'm saying? You can't really complain about it.
Wait,
you can't.
But in hip hop, that more before than now, that was a big no-no if somebody was writing your stuff. So
I don't know, man. I mean, because if you go back in the days, fucking Big Daddy Kane was writing all of Biz Markie shit.
Right.
All of Biz Markie's, the majority of Biz Markie's hit records came from Big Daddy Kane.
Fun fact: did you know that Flojo was actually written by King's son?
You know, King's son used to hang with us heavy, right? And
I talk to him all the time.
Did King's son ever tell you a story of how he rolled up to Forest in a couple of limos with a bunch of mute guys and all motherfuckers came out with guns at niggas?
No, I don't think he told me that one.
Talk to King's son about that. About the time he had beef with somebody. I don't know if he wants to say who the beef was with a person, but he rolled up to Tinton Ave right in front of the video store. And he had I think it was a couple of limos. I'm telling you, motherfucking Puerto Ricans used to roll up in limos back in the days, B. And they rolled up. Motherfuckers came out with like Mac 11s and all kind of shit. And most of them were mute. They couldn't even talk. It was the most gangster shit I ever seen. And yeah, man, it was a beef that happened back in the days. And talk to King's son about that. That was crazy.
But you said that he used to hang with you guys a lot, like real heavy.
He used to run with Joe a lot. He used to really rock with Joe. He used to fucking run with Joe a lot. He used to be in the block a lot of the times. All the time we used to go out there. Remember King's son? When King's son started coming to the block, King's son was like one of the, like to us, like, oh shit, he's a fucking, like he's a star. You know what I mean? That was like our first, star type of thing. Even though I'm, knew KRS-One before that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's but him and the block chilling, it was different. It was really different.
Yeah.
But we already knew that Joe was already in that status. It was different with Joe. Joe, when that started happening, Joe was more hanging more in the block and shit like that. And then we would just meet up in front of Forest. We would either meet up in front of Fat Joe's mom's building, or we'll meet up at the bodega over there across the street from 23 Park, when we will all gather up and get in the cars and all go.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, King's son actually helped write a bunch of that album, Represent.
I don't
know. Your smile says it all, bro. I get it. It's cool.
I don't know. I don't know.